What if I told you that the single most powerful legacy you can leave your kids isn't just a trust fund or a college account? It's a set of habits, systems, and strategies that make wealth almost inevitable for them. And you don't need to be a billionaire to do it. Today, I'm revealing the most powerful, practical, and proven ways to make your children rich, plus the habits, conversations, and legal moves that make it all stick. If you want your kids to have a head start, to break the cycle, and to build real generational wealth, you're in the right place. Because here's the thing, taxes aren't just a bill you pay, they're your biggest expense, and every dollar you keep is a seed for your freedom, your family's future, and your legacy. So if you want to keep more and you want to do it the right way, this episode is for you. Let's get started. Let's start with the foundation, mindset. Wealthy families talk about money. They don't make it taboo. They show their kids how money works, why it matters, and how it can be used for freedom, options, and impact. If you want your kids to be wealthy, start with an open, age-appropriate money talks. Let them see you budget, invest, and make financial decisions. Celebrate smart money choices, not just big earnings. The rich teach their kids that there's always more money to be made, more opportunities to be found. Scarcity thinking, there's never enough, is replaced with, how can I create more? Encourage entrepreneurship, side hustles, and creative problem solving. Model generosity and gratitude, not fear or hoarding. Make learning about money a family tradition. Read books together like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Watch financial documentaries or YouTube videos as a family. Celebrate financial milestones. First savings account, first investment, first business. Teach the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take it out. Help your kids identify assets like stocks, real estate, and businesses, and liabilities like cars, consumer debt, and lifestyle inflation. Wealth is built over decades, not days. Teach your kids to wait, save, and invest for bigger rewards. Use real-life examples like saving for a family trip instead of buying new gadgets. Remember, you don't build wealth by making more. You build it by keeping more of it. Let's bust some myths. Most generational wealth advice online is backwards. It focuses on what wealthy people do after they're rich, not the decisions and habits that actually make getting rich possible in the first place. You've probably seen the TikTok hacks, the trust schemes, the Rockefeller strategies. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Copying what rich people look like they do, setting up trust, buying life insurance, or forming complicated entities won't make you wealthy if you skip the fundamentals. The Rockefellers didn't get rich because they set up non-grantor, irrevocable discretionary trust. They got rich by building massive economic value first, then used trust and legal structures to protect and transfer that wealth. The real danger is doing things out of order. If you focus on advanced estate planning before you've built real value, you'll waste money, lose flexibility, and possibly create tax headaches for your family. I've seen families spend tens of thousands of dollars on complex trusts only to realize they don't have enough assets to justify the cost, or worse, they lock up their money and lose out on opportunities. The real secret? Build value first, protect it second, transfer it third. So what actually works? Here's the real order of operations for building and protecting generational wealth. First, build real value. That usually means growing a business or income stream where you have an advantage. Focus on increasing your earning power, building a profitable business, or investing in assets that generate cash flow. Second, reinvest in high return assets that you actually understand. For most people, that means putting money back into your business until it no longer needs every dollar, then shifting excess capital into real estate, stocks, or other investments. Third, shift excess capital into tax-advantaged assets. Real estate is a favorite because you can take depreciation, benefit from long-term appreciation, and avoid triggering taxable events by holding or using a like-kind exchange. Fourth, plan at the right time. Trust, estate planning, and advanced strategies are tools for protecting and transferring wealth, not for creating it. They work best once income is consistent, assets are material, and long-term goals are defined. For most people, you don't need to engage in advanced estate planning until you're approaching the estate tax threshold, which is over $12 million per person as of now. Before that, focus on building and protecting your wealth. Now let's talk about the glue that holds all these strategies together: habits, conversations, and legal moves. Make money talks a regular part of family life. Don't wait for a crisis or a windfall. Discuss money openly, honestly, and without shame. Share your successes and your mistakes. Teach your kids to set goals, track progress, and celebrate wins. Whether it's saving for a bike, investing in their first stock, or launching a lemonade stand, help Help them set clear goals and measure their progress. Model good financial habits. Pay your bills on time, save consistently, invest for the long term, and avoid lifestyle inflation. Your kids are watching and learning. Involve your kids in real financial decisions. Let them help plan the family budget, choose investments, or research big purchases. Give them a voice and a stake in the outcome. Create a family giving plan. Decide together how much to give, where to give, and how to make an impact. This builds empathy, gratitude, and a sense of purpose. Update your estate plan regularly. Life changes, laws change, and your wishes may change. Review your wills, trusts, and beneficiary designations every few years. Teach your kids about taxes. Show them how to file a simple return. Understand withholdings and maximize deductions. Explain that taxes are their biggest expense and that smart planning can help them keep more of what they earn. Encourage lifelong learning. The world of money is always changing. Encourage your kids to keep learning, reading, and seeking out mentors. Build a network of advisors. Introduce your kids to your accountant, attorney, and financial planner. Teach them how to ask good questions and seek out expert advice. Model resilience and adaptability. Life will throw curveballs. Show your kids how to bounce back from setbacks, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Building wealth is a journey, not a destination. Celebrate the small wins, learn from your losses, and keep going. Remember that keeping more isn't greed. It's good stewardship. Every dollar you keep is a seed for your freedom, your family's future, and your legacy. Now let's talk about the dark side, the wealth killers that destroy fortunes and families. First, lack of planning. The number one reason wealth disappears is failure to plan. Don't wait until it's too late. Start now, even if you feel behind. Second, sudden wealth syndrome. Lottery winners, pro athletes, and even business owners who sell for big money often lose it all within a few years. Why? Because their habits and identity didn't catch up with their new reality. Teach your kids to grow into wealth, not just receive it. Third, entitlement. If your kids believe that they're owed a fortune, they'll spend it like it's endless. Instead, teach them to earn, save, and invest. Make them work hard for privileges and rewards. Fourth, lack of communication. Secrets, silence, and confusion breed resentment and mistakes. Talk openly about money, expectations, and responsibilities. Fifth, poor advisors. A bad accountant, attorney, or financial planner can cost you millions. Vet your team carefully. Look for experience, integrity, and a track record of success. Six, family conflict. Money can tear families apart. Set clear expectations, communicate often, and use trust or legal structures to minimize disputes. 7. Lifestyle inflation. As income rises, so do expenses. Teach your kids to live below their means, save aggressively, and invest the difference. 8. Lack of diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Teach your kids to spread risk around different assets, industries, and geographies. 9th, ignoring taxes. Taxes are your biggest expense. Smart planning can save you 30 to 50% or more. Teach your kids to work with tax strategists, not just tax preparers. 10th, failing to update plans. Laws change, families grow, and businesses evolve. Review your estate plan, insurance, investments every few years. 11th, neglecting philanthropy. Giving back isn't just good for the world, it's good for your family. It builds gratitude, perspective, and a sense of purpose. 12th, forgetting the why. Money is a means, not an end. Remind your kids of the values, dreams, and impact that matter most. Let's bring this home with some real-world examples and action steps you can take today. Mary started with nothing but a dream and a determination to break the cycle of poverty. She opened a 529 plan, taught her daughter to invest, and made money talks a weekly ritual. Today, her daughter is in college, debt-free, and already investing in her own future. Adam, a business owner, hired his teenage son to help with marketing. He paid him $12,000 a year, invested it in a Roth IRA, and taught him to budget, save, and give. By age 21, Adam's son had a six-figure net worth and a head start most kids only dream of. So what can you do today? Start with a family money talk. Share your goals, challenges, and dreams. Open a 529 plan or custodial Roth IRA. Teach your kids to budget, save, and invest. Review your estate plan, and most importantly, model the habits and values you want to pass down. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Pick one strategy, take one action, and build it from there. The journey to generational wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Keeping more isn't greed, it's good stewardship. The bottom line, generational wealth isn't built by copying what rich people look like they do. It's built by doing what they did, building value, protecting it, and transferring it at the right time, the right habits, and the systems in place. But here's what most parents miss. The real secret to raising wealthy kids isn't just about money. It's about teaching them the habits, systems, and mindset that make wealth almost inevitable. If you want to know the step-by-step guide to raising wealthy kids, make sure you listen to the next episode, because it's not what you make, it's what you keep. So keep more.